sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Landry, agile footwork. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Hunt. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They go play action. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
6-0 our score after 1. Mayfield on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got a man at Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
13. Cowboys, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's good for our Cowboys. First down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. The second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield and finding the tight end Hooper. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. John Johnson with the INT. Pushes past him. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Vedvik.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schultz. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott off play action.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here's Bryan Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Prescott now.
He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, big hole left side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Demetric Felton
taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a give right side. Friedman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman, 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Keenum to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing now, Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Going deep here for Landry. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as a game.